I'm glad to hear that. That damn fool Hickey knocked on my door. I opened up and I thought it must be you. He came busting in and made me come downstairs here. I didn't before. I don't belong at this birthday celebration. I don't know this gang. I don't want to be mixed up with them. All I came here for was to find you.
Warren.
Can't you make Hickey mind his own business? Just now he passed me on the shoulder like a sympathizer. He says, I know how it is, son, but you can't hide from yourself, not even here on the bottom of the sea. You've got to face the truth and then do what must be done for your own peace and for the happiness of all concerned. Now, what do you mean by that, Larry?
How the hell would I know?
Then he grins and he says, oh, never mind, Larry's getting wise to himself. I think you can rely on his help in the end. He's going to have to choose between living and dying, and he'll never choose to die while there's a breath left in the old bastard. Then he laughs like it's a joke on you. Well, what do you say to that, Larry?
I have nothing to say. Except you're a bigger fool than he is to listen to him.
So, well, he's no fool where you're concerned. He's got your number, all right. I don't mean that. Larry, you know what I want most is to be friends with Brad. A single friend left in the world. I hope you could, too, without it hurting you. You walked it for mother's sake. She really loved you.
Leave what's dead in its grave.
So I suppose because I was only a kid, you don't think I was wise about you. Well, I've been wise ever since I can remember to all the guys she's had. But she used to try to kid me along. It wasn't so. That's a silly stunt for a free anarchist woman. Is that to be ashamed of being free?
Shut your damn trap.
Yes, I know I shouldn't say that. Forgetting she isn't free. You know, Larry, you're the one of them all she cared most about. Anybody else who left the woman would be more than dead to her, but she couldn't forget you. She used to make excuses for you. I used to try to get her good about you, I'd say. Larry's got brains, and yet he thinks the movement's a crazy pipe dream. She blamed it on the booze getting you. She kid herself and you'd give up the booze and come back to the movement tomorrow. She used to say, Larry can't kill in himself a faith he's given his life to, not without killing himself. How about that, Larry? Was she right? I suppose what she meant by that was to come back to her. She was always getting the movement mixed up with herself. But I'm sure she really must have loved you as much as she could love anyone besides herself. No, she wasn't even faithful to you at that, though, was she? That's why you walked out on her, isn't it? I remember that last fight you had with her. I was listening. I was on your side, even if she was my mother, because I liked you so much. I remember she was putting on her high and mighty free woman stuff, telling you you were still a slave to bourgeois morality and jealousy. And that you thought that the woman you loved was a piece of private property you owned. And I remember you got mad. You told her, I don't like living with a whore if that's what you are. And that's why she still respects you. See, because you walked out on her. She got sick of the others. She just had to keep on having lovers to prove to herself how free she was. Home a lousy place. I felt like you did about it. It was like living in a whorehouse, only worse because she didn't have to make her living at it.
Bastard. She killed her. Have you no shame?
She brought me up to believe that family respect stuff is all bourgeois property owning crap. Why should I be ashamed? No, Larry, please don't leave me. Larry, I promise, I only mentioned her name to make you understand better. Why didn't you come up to my room like I asked you to? I kept waiting. We can talk over everything up there.
There's nothing to talk about.
But Larry, I gotta talk to you. I'm gonna talk to Hickey. I feel he knows anyway, and I'm sure he'd understand all right, but I hate his guts. I'm scared of him, honestly, something not human about this damn grinning and kidding.
You feel that too.
But I can't go on like this. I gotta tell you, Larry. Now, listen, I won't. Larry. You're kidding. I know damn well you've guessed. Guess nothing. No, but I want you to guess now. I'm glad you have. I know now since Hickey's been after me that I want you to guess right from the start. That's why I came to you. I want you to understand the reason. See, I began to study American history. I got admiring Washington and Jefferson, Jackson and Lincoln. And I began to feel patriotic and love this country. I saw it was the best government in the world where everybody was equal, everybody had a chance. And I saw all the ideas behind the movement. They came from a lot of Russians like Bakunin and Kropotkin. They were all meant for Europe. So we didn't need them here in a democracy, the way we were free already. I didn't want this country to be destroyed for a damn foreign pipe dream. I began to feel like I was a traitor. But I was a lot of cranks and bums and free women plot to overthrow our government. And I saw it was my duty to my country.
Stinking, rotten liar. You could fool me with such hypocrite cant. I don't give a damn what you did. It's on your own head, whatever it was. And I don't want to know.
But Larry, I never thought Mother would be caught. Please believe that. I never...
All I know is that I'm sick of living. And true. Drowned and contented on the bottom of a bottle. Honor or dishonor, faith or treachery. Nothing to me but opposites of the same stupidity as the king and ruler of life in the end. Both rot into dust in the same grave. All things are meaningless to me. Because they grin at me from the one skull of death. So go away. I've forgotten your mother. Well, you know what you can do with your pipe dream now? You damn bitch! Oh no. I never.
Yes, that's it. From the old movement pipe dream, eh, Larry?
No, I never said that's a lie! Well, I loved Evelyn. More than anything in life, I must have gone insane to say that to her. Oh, boy. Boy! You're my old pals. You've known old Hickey for years. You know I never...